Swine God, my new series covering SCP author's first work, and then my favorite of the works continues now with Rounderhouse's SCP-4511, my favorite of his works. So, as this series goes, let's start with a basic description of the anomaly itself before we break down into analysis. SCP-4511 is a massive pig-shaped mechanism inside an abandoned meatpacking factory. It may or may not be sentient. Its only entrance point is a constantly burning blast furnace, and on its left side is a small slit that produces index cards with vague and very, very eerie demands. Spooky. Now, let's get into the meat of this article. And yes, I made that joke. I don't care. 4511 follows Rounderhouse's trademark style of simple, but very original anomaly, followed by addendums that add depth and story that he first showed in 4049. With 4511, Rounder gets right into it, and by test log 4, you already see that a deeper issue is here with this metal pig furnace. From the first 3 test logs, it's pretty simple, and I dare even say, innocent. Some rusted metal, some oil, 2 pigs. Normal stuff with relatively normal outcomes. Weird sounds, metal rusting, junk getting dumped out, and some pig bones. Though I will specify, the pig bones didn't come from the test with the pigs. It came from the test with the oil. It's weird, but all things considered, pretty benign. Test 4 is where I guess I can call them red flags start showing up. See, in test 4, the pig asked for the hooks used to hang my children's corpses. And so they give it 17 meat hooks from the factory. In return, the pig crunches them into a sphere and launches it at high speed, killing an on-site agent named McHenry. So, what do? After that, what does the rest of the Foundation team there do? They feed the body of McHenry to the pig! Then the pig asks for a canine. First, I consume his best friend, then him. So they feed McHenry's dog to it. And from there, as you would expect, things get even worse. I'm not going to get into the specifics of what happens after that, because the whole purpose of this series is for you to go and read these hidden gems. But if 4409 is a perfect introduction to Rounderhouse, which it is, and I will fight you on this, 4511 is the best way to know his style before you dig into his canons and his 001 proposals. 4511 shows us that he understands how to make effective horror and how to craft interesting characters with such little time. And with all that said, I just now found out that 4511 is a collaboration article, and by my arbitrarily undefined rules doesn't count for this series. And I found out as I was writing this script. Well, okay, I need to make my videos longer anyway, so let's do a 2-for-1. So, bioluminescence. But first, beverage break. That's much better. Bioluminescence, also known as SCP-6819, is a phenomenon that affects Foundation employees during driving on any numbered U.S. highway in a vehicle with no more than 3 passengers in late hours of night during a waning moon period, and it transports them to an extra-dimensional space designated SCP-6819-1. -1 resembles a highway without any signs of natural lights. To the right is typically gently sloping rocky hills and a large building that is frequently described as imposing, but also safe, with high walls illuminated by floodlights. Some describe it as a castle, some describe it as a prison. It always varies, but it always has the large walls and floodlights. Now, I lost my spot. Victims of -1 frequently report events in -1 that will either force them to slow down or exit the vehicle. This is not recommended. So what makes 6819 so special? Why did I choose it for this video? Well, it starts with the special containment procedures. I will read them directly from the page. Research into the causes and effects of 6819 and possible preventative measures are ongoing. Currently, Foundation protocol discourages travel from the hours of 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. unless it is absolutely necessary, in which case a party of 4 or more is strongly encouraged. If SCP-6819 event is triggered, the driver should maintain a fast but safe speed and not attempt a U-turn or to otherwise change in direction. After the building is sighted, confirming presence of 6819-1, drivers should switch lanes or otherwise maneuver around any obstructions in the road. In the event, under absolutely no circumstance, are personnel to ever stop, exit the vehicle, or approach the building. On average, the special containment procedures in SCP articles are nothing burgers, really. It's rare that an author puts, well, lore in their containment procedures. For 6819, Rounderhouse already begins painting the picture of the horror of this article. The mystery is ongoing. There aren't any preventative measures, really, other than, hey, don't travel late at night alone. And if you wound up in -1, then drive fast. And when you see the building, drive faster. And when you see people, ram them immediately. Don't stop your car. Don't exit your car. And please, for the love of whatever deity you believe in, do not go to the building. You read these procedures and the questions start flowing and you enter into the description with, what people? Why can't I just turn around? How dangerous is it really to just stop my car and wait it out? And is the building really that bad? And then your questions get answered bit by bit with the incident logs. Now, like 4511, I won't be getting into the incident logs because, again, I want you to still go and read this article for yourself. Instead, I'll highlight the final interview log as another perfect example of Roundhouse's trademark. This ending interview does something the Rounderhouse has excelled in, recontextualizing the whole article. 4409 ends with the reveal that there is an entity responsible for the pocket dimension and the spontaneous combustion of the hunters. 4511 ends with the swine god giving its final message requesting a flock. And 6819? Well, how about you go read it and see? I've chosen 6819 for the same reason Rounder wrote it. I've spent many late nights on the road. Many good and bad memories alone in a car on long stretches of moonlit or unlit roads. Your mind goes to places and environments like that, and I could easily picture myself falling victim to 6819. And with all that said, Rounderhouse, I hope you, and whoever is watching my little ramble here has enjoyed it. Next up, I'll be covering articles from a good friend of mine, Phantom. If that sounds exciting to you, then subscribe. Leave me a like to let me know that these are doing well, and drop some comments if you think I missed anything, or have an author, or SCP, or GUI you want me to cover. All that being said, ice out. Love is stronger than hate, and let freedom and justice reign. God bless you all.